Today's video is so important because if you change this one thing, you are going to massively transform your business and your life. This is one of your biggest tools for manifestation. And if you don't currently have the results, the clients, the sales, the income that you want in your business right now, I suspect you've been using this the wrong way. And so I want to show you how to use this in the right way so you are working with the law of assumption and actually manifesting the results and the business that you want instead of accidentally counter-manifesting the results and the business that you don't want. Hi, my name's Kirsty Kamarauskas and welcome to my channel. I am here to help you unlock your mind, your power and your potential so you can manifest a business and life that is worthy of you. So let's get real for a minute. I would love for you to be really, really honest right now. Really honest, like 100% honest. And you don't need to tell me anything. This isn't for me, this is for you. I want you to get real and honest with yourself. Are you constantly talking shit to yourself about your business, about your goals, about what you can and can't do, about what you're worthy of, about what you're capable of, about what you believe? Or are you using your inner dialogue to turbocharge your manifestations and bring them into your 3D reality fast? Because if you're like most people, you are probably not using your inner dialogue in the right way. You're not actually using it as a tool. You're allowing it to just go on and on and on in your mind. And the chances are you're probably not even aware of it. Now, this isn't your fault. It's nobody's fault. We have been conditioned to think, believe, and act in a certain way. And this conditioning has come from generations and generations. It's society, it's our parents, it's familial, it's gone on for a really, really long time. When we're a child, we are programmed with a load of crap that doesn't serve us, right? And it's hardwired in our minds and it acts as a program on which we are then behaving from all day, every day, making decisions, taking actions, doing the things, all coming from this program. So it's not your fault, okay? If you don't have what you want in your business, if you haven't got that results, if you haven't got that success, it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility because you are the only person that can change it. Now, before we get to that part, I also want to remind you that you have 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day, okay? So if your inner dialogue, which is just that voice we hear in our mind, which is basically just thoughts, just constantly churning out. I mean, it doesn't shut up, does it? It's constantly like narrating our life, our day, our business. It's judging, it's analyzing, it's coming out with all sorts of crap that doesn't help us or empower us, and sometimes about other people, and we're like, what? Who is this person? What is this voice in my head? Man, shut up. So this is our inner dialogue, and that's what I'm talking about. So if we have 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day, then we're not aware of all those thoughts, right? And 90% of those are the same thoughts you had yesterday. It's a program, it's on repeat, it's just churning out the same stuff over and over and over again. And unless you become really aware of what your inner dialogue is, of that inner voice that is talking to you, nattering on all day long, unless you become really aware of that, you're not really going to know what is going on in there. You're not really going to know what all those thoughts and beliefs are, because we tend to live our life on autopilot. You know, you jump in the car, drive somewhere that you've driven a million times, and you don't even have to take yourself there. You don't even have to think about where you're going. Your subconscious takes over and it takes you there. And then suddenly you're like, shit, did I stop at that red light? How did I get here? I don't remember, because you're just away with the fairies, thinking about something else, what you're going to do that day, what you're going to make for dinner, or dreaming about a holiday that's coming up, you know, the clothes that you've got to pack, whatever it is. Then suddenly you're at destination B, right? And you haven't even done it yourself. So this is how powerful our subconscious mind is. And that's what's happening to us all day, every day. And this is what I'm talking about. It's all these 60, 70,000 thoughts. They're all coming from a program that's already hardwired in your mind. And if you don't have the results you want in your business, the program isn't conducive to those results yet. It needs to be changed. And your inner dialogue, your self-talk, is one powerful way that you can start to change that program. And it's a really, really, really important tool that you use, because if you're not using that in a way that is aligned to your goals and your vision, in a way that empowers you, in a way that helps you become the version of you need to become to hit those goals, then you are accidentally, inadvertently using it to block and stop your manifestations. It is a success blocker. So this is why it's our responsibility to change it, right? You can't do anything about the past. The past is gone. There's nothing you can do about it. Today, right here, right now, you can change it. You can change that inner dialogue. You can start changing the story that's running around in your mind about you, about what you're worthy of, about what you're capable of, right? And the more you use the inner dialogue to affirm the things that you actually want to be true, that you desire to be true for you, then they're going to slowly and eventually become part of a hardwired program, the new program that is in your mind running on repeat, running on autopilot. So I just want you to remember or realize, if you haven't even been aware of this, you are not your mind. You are not your thoughts, right? We identify with our minds and our thoughts as us. But if you can hear your thoughts, how can you possibly be your thoughts? If when we meditate and we become the observer, we can observe what is going on in our mind, how can we be our mind? Our mind is just a mental activity that is just on all the time. All the time we're awake, it's on. And that's just how it is. It's a mental activity. It's not who we are. We are beneath that. We are the observer. We are the essence that can hear it, that can notice it, right? So whatever your mind is telling you about how worthy you are, about how good you are, about whether you can do it, feeding you all the bullshit, all the lies, all the excuses, all the limiting beliefs, all the doubts, all the fears, all the worries, that's not you. That's not coming from you. So we can start to disassociate from that, because that's not who you are. You are a powerful, infinite being who is here to expand and create anything they want through the power of their mind. You were given all of these tools so that you could create a life that you want. You're meant to have a life that you want. You are meant to be abundant. You're meant to be successful. You're meant to be happy, joyful. You are supposed to be living a life beyond your wildest dreams and just going for more and more and expand and to really push yourself to the limits of what am I really capable of here, right? We're not meant to be stuck in a box, stuck, frustrated, sad, depressed, anxious, fearful, worried. We're not meant to be living in this way. So as soon as we can detach from the fact that we think we are our mind, as soon as we can detach that, and when we listen to that voice, when we listen to that hitchhiker who's jumped in the car, who's just talking shit, as soon as we can detach from that and realize that's not actually who we are, then it loses its power. The voice loses its power, right? And eventually it will get quieter and quieter and quieter, because you're not giving it focus, you're not giving it energy, you're not giving it attention. Because whatever we focus on expands, right? So the more we listen to that voice and the more we align to it and believe it to be true, the stronger that voice gets, the more real it becomes. And then that actually becomes our reality. So we want to disassociate. It's not who you are. You are so much more than that. You are so worthy. You are so divine. You have no idea. But you can find out by switching this dialogue, by changing the tune of your inner self-talk. This is one of the starting points that needs to be made to start changing how you talk to yourself internally, start changing that mental program so that it aligns to your goals, to your success, to the life that you want, to the version of you want to be. So the more you do the opposite, the more you criticize yourself, you shame yourself, you blame yourself, the more unworthy you're going to feel of the success that you want. The less likely you are going to be to get out of your comfort zone, to take that bold action, to do the things you need to do in your business, the less motivated you are. The more you're going to procrastinate, feel overwhelmed, feel incapable. The stronger the doubt gets, the stronger the fear gets, because you're criticizing yourself. Be your biggest cheerleader. Be your biggest ally. Be the version of you that you want to see. And only talk to you in a way that you'd talk to your child or someone that you loved very, very much. Don't talk to yourself in any other way. Hold compassion for yourself. Hold love for yourself. Hold space for yourself. Allow yourself to get it wrong. Don't make it mean anything about you. And just change the way that you speak to yourself, the way that you see yourself. And the same goes for your business too. Change how you are talking about it inside. Change that internal dialogue, change that story. Start seeing it in the way that you want to see it, that you want to experience it, that you want to feel it. And embrace that instead. It all starts in the mind. And one of our biggest superpowers is being able to manage that internal dialogue, that self-talk, that story. And when we do that, everything outside will change, because we're changing our beliefs, we're changing our energy, we're changing our point of attraction. Every single thought that you have carries a frequency. It has power. And like attracts like, so law of attraction will be delivering it back. The stories that we tell ourselves, we're assuming to be true, so we're using the law of assumption in the wrong way. We are assuming what we don't want into our reality. But law of assumption, if we want to use it the right way, we have to assume what we want. So we have to use that inner dialogue in the right way to assume the version of our reality that we want into being. Because law of assumption, it's just a law, it's a universal law, and it acts without discrepancy. It doesn't know what you want and what you don't want. It's like the law of gravity, it just responds. It just is. So by talking about the things internally, by having that internal dialogue, everything's getting better and better. Every day is getting better and better. We're assuming that things are going to get better and better. Every day, this is one of Tony Robbins' things that he always said, every day I get stronger and stronger. Every day I get happier and happier. Every day I get wealthier and wealthier. Every day I get healthier and healthier. You are assuming, you're talking that into being, you're assuming that into being using law of assumption. So what are those things that you want to tell yourself? Raise your self-concept. Upgrade the way you talk to yourself. Become your biggest cheerleader and watch how quickly your results, your business, and your life transform. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I would love it if you shared in the comments, what light bulb moments have you had? What are you going to leave this video actually implementing? What change are you going to make right here, right now, today? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. And if you did like it, give me a like. I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure you hit subscribe to my channel, and you'll get these videos every single week. Now, before you go, I have another video for you that I think you will love. I've linked it up in the description, and it's called Stop Trying to Fix Yourself, Just Upgrade Your Self-Concept Instead. So I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, for checking in with this video, and I will see you again in the next one.